Welcome. Well, it looks like it might rain today, and we could use some rain here, because the grass is all sort of brown and there's dust everywhere, which is a bit unusual for where I'm living. It's usually damp. Because my father said to me, and he's a Canadian, he's the coldest he's ever been is when he was in the UK, because of the dampness. And he was used to 30 below zero, and I know the difference. I've been to Canada, of course. And yes, it doesn't seem as cold. You can put clothes on to protect yourself, but you can't do that with the damp. It comes straight through everything. And a lot of people will know exactly what I'm talking about. But here's a thought I'm going to share with you. I'm just so kind at sharing my thoughts. And yes, this is a bit simplistic, but this is how I kind of see it. As we know, the world is a bit of a mess at the moment. Well, not everywhere, but a lot of the Western world, and certainly the UK and Europe, is in an awful mess. Because people just seem to be always outraged about something and angry, and there's drama. And they make a big thing about some little small thing. Have you noticed that? And of course that ties everything up and things just don't get done. And productivity seems to have gone down greatly, and it's all about just bickering most of the time. So how in hell did it get like this? Well, I'm going to tell you. I believe it's because we have a lot of weak men about now. It's men that are trying to get in touch with their feminine side, and a lot of them are leaning too far one way. And of course, females have now got themselves into positions in companies that they have some control. And did they get these positions because they worked long hours, sort of progressed up the ranks? No, they've got these positions because they just are females. So therefore, as they haven't worked their way up, they don't know really what the hell they're doing. Are they even qualified for these positions they're in now? Well, yes, of course they are. They have a vagina. I was looking online to actually get a vagina and have it installed, but you seen the prices of them? And that's without the installation. I mean, take a look at these films we're getting nowadays. They're terrible films that really nobody wants to watch. It's god-awful. They're preaching to you, but not entertaining you. That sure sounds like a female behind that. Even a lot of video games are just darn right terrible. They're not video games at all. They're a bunch of trash. What's happened is productivity, creativity, production, profit, and quality has all been replaced by drama and forced diversity. And of course, the old virtual signaling. God, I hate that. Because they don't even mean it. If you think about it through history, females have never been really known for their creativity and inventing things very much, have they? And of course, we're all supposed to believe it's because they just weren't given the chance. Well, they've got a chance now, and they're failing badly. You see, no matter what they tell you, humans, male or female, tend to play towards their strengths, don't they? I mean, it's no accident that the best directors through history have always been men. Real men, that is. The way society is now is that females can do anything. They're all empowered. They're good at everything, which of course, in reality, is impossible. And they're in places that they're just no good at, and everybody's too scared to tell them. There has been a lot of companies that people don't really know about, not great big companies, smaller companies that are basically almost nearly bankrupt because a female has got into these companies and become in a controlling position. And of course, females usually always make it about them, not about the company. It's the same as their films. Their films are all about them, not about the general public. And that's why they don't do well. Plus, a lot of these female directors have creativity about as much as a dead ant. Until we get people, strong people, that are willing to turn around to say to these females, you're just no good at that. and stop appeasing them, things aren't going to get much better. And I remember some female professor that was reasonably old and seemed to be very, very intelligent made a speech about feminism and everything. And she said if the females were in charge, we'd still be in the caves. Of course, that didn't get much media attention though. But I personally believe that is true. I mean, we all have our strengths and weaknesses, male and female. But a female's bag of tricks, I believe, is very limited. Throughout history, men have usually been the inventors, the creators, and the leaders, and also the builders. And it wasn't because men are control freaks. It just evolved that way because men played on their strengths. And most men do know their limitations. And the trouble is that most females have been told they can do anything and everything. They're just so damn entitled. And the trouble is, they can't. Nobody could. And they're failing everywhere. Some of them even failing as basic humans. I mean, is man better than a female? Not necessarily, but he certainly has a bigger bag of tricks at his disposal. Well, I'm just going to have a quick look on the media, where it's all going to be drama, gossip, outrage over nothing. There'll probably be a lot of pictures with a female's mouth open, if you know what I mean. And most of it all is a nothing burger. And nothing is really getting done. And that's just how I see it. Just my opinion only. It may completely differ from yours. You take it easy now. Hey, and do something positive today, okay?